Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another one of my Eroica videos for you guys today. And today we're going to be talking all about the reroll process. Now, rerolling in Eroica, guys, it is very easy. Literally all you have to do is spend 5 to 10 minutes beating the story or adventure mode, get to 0-3 and beat it, and you'll be prompted to reroll. Now, rerolling in Eroica, just like every other gacha game, is very important because choosing a good hero will make your account progression a lot quicker and a lot more easier. Now, that being said, rolling in this game, guys, it is super easy. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes to actually get to the reroll, and you get 40 rerolls. And every time you reroll, guys, you are guaranteed a 3-star unit, the highest tier in this game. So unlike other games where you might be guaranteed one like every 5 or 10 rerolls, in this game you're guaranteed one on every single reroll, pretty much making it so you will only need to reroll your account at most like once or even twice, but most of the times you'll be able to get what you want in the first account creation. There's going to be about 10 or so units you can pull for, and 2 units that are very good. So we're going to talk about the 3-star units, 3-star base units that are the best to get from the reroll. The best one is the one you see on your screen here, Orzlaha. She is by far the best unit you can get. In my opinion, she has crazy single target damage, she has crazy AoE damage as well, and her S1 is also a very powerful damage dealing ability as well. Now, the reason why she's so good, guys, is because of her straight raw damage and the fact that you have shock. Now, shock is going to be basically a dot damage over time debuff on whatever target you're hitting, and it's very good on bosses because you'll see that it has a chance to actually make the boss unable to act with 10% per stack of shock. So against very hard bosses, guys, if you just stack shock on the boss, you can just like pretty much stun it every few turns. It makes progressing through the game a lot easier because it'll make the gear requirements on bosses a lot lower. This is why she's by far the best, guys. She does crazy damage, and she will just basically carry you through adventure. Now, the other 3-star base unit I highly recommend getting if you can't get Orzlaha is going to be Malavi. Now, Malavi, very powerful unit. I think she is a little bit worse than Orzlaha in terms of damage, and because she doesn't have that stun, but still a very powerful unit. She has a very strong AoE attack in her S3. Now, this also does crazy single target damage if you actually ascend her skill, which is basically a way to upgrade your skills, which I'll talk about in another video. And you'll see you can increase the damage by 100% to a target with the most HP, which will be the boss. This does crazy damage on bosses if you do this. She also has her S2, which is AoE. This will inflict burn. Burn does a lot of damage as well. It does more damage than shock, but it does not actually have that stun, which is a lot more important than, in my opinion. And her S1 is just a single target attack that can also burn as well. So yeah, very powerful unit, guys. I think, Malavi is definitely the second option after Orzlaha if you can't pull her. Both of those units, both this unit, Malavi, and Orzlaha are very good. You definitely are going to want one of these 2 units as your main damage dealer from the reroll for sure. Now, while that being said, those are the 3-star units you want to look for. There's also a 1-star unit and a 2-star unit that I think are very good. Now, Mudo, guys, base 1-star, you don't have to aim for her in the reroll, but if you get Mudo with Orzlaha or Malavi, it is very good because Mudo is the best healer in the game. She's a base 1-star, but she's the best healer in the game. She has cleansing, her base healing is insane, and she also has immunity buff, which is very nice, and her damage is not that bad. She also can accelerate herself, speed up her attack speed as well, basically, which is very nice for healers because you can reduce the cooldown of your abilities and mana costs very quickly. Now, that's the 1-star I wanted to talk about. The 2-star unit that's also very good in my opinion is going to be Guts. Now, if you can get Guts with one of your main damage dealers in Malavi or Orzlaha, I'd say that's pretty much a perfect reroll, even if you don't get Mudo, because Mudo you'll get very quickly just by summoning in the game, which you should be doing early game. And the reason why this unit's so good is because he has that buff removal, strip, or dispel, which makes him very good against bosses with buffs. He also has a team-wide accelerate buff, which will make your team cycle very fast and will decelerate the enemies, which makes your team lap even faster. And yeah, he's pretty decent with a damage dealing team because he can support them very well, and he also extends debuff durations, as you see on his S1 here. If you ascend him, makes it very good with Malavi and Orzlaha because they have shock and burn respectively. Very good support damage dealer, and also does pretty decent damage. So pretty much the way you're going to run your team after the reroll, guys, is pretty simple. You're going to be using the unit that you get for free, which is Sei. He is a free main character, but he is one of the best tanks in the game for PvE, if not the best. Then you run Mudo in the front. If you don't have Mudo, you can run that healer that they give you at the start of the game, Marion right here, and then once you get Mudo, you can replace Marion with Mudo, you know, and then you're going to use your main damage dealer. So I have Orzlaha, so I use her here. If you guys also are looking for another damage dealer next to her because you didn't pull another strong damage dealer like Guts or even Malabi from another banner, you can just use whatever damage dealer that you have until you can replace it with whatever, you know, unit, right? You can literally just slot in whatever. You'll be able to replace them very quickly, but for the most part, your 3 core is going to be the most important. It's going to be Mudo or Marion until you get Mudo, Say, which is free, and then that unit you get from your reroll. Now, that 4th slot, like I said, you can replace with whatever unit that you actually end up pulling for eventually, because the rates in this game are super high, so it'll be very easy to get a lot of decent heroes in this game if you just play a lot. So don't worry about that 4th slot too much at the beginning. You'll be able to fill it out eventually very quickly. That being said, let me show you a sample of how I recommend doing the reroll and how it actually works on my guest account. So this is the selective summon for the game, guys. As you can see, you're going to be prompted into doing this after you beat 0-3 in the story. And if you just follow these steps on your screen, it basically just tells you what to do. And you just pretty much press this button, and like I said, you will have 40 rolls. Now, every time you roll, you are guaranteed basically a 3-star unit or an SSR artifact. And like I said, you're going to be wanting to aim for those 2 units that I was talking about, and they're very strong. So yeah, you can get Curse Bay as one of them, and there's going to be a lot others that you can get. And as you see here, they prompt you that you can favorite this summon, and if you end up favoriting this summon, if you get to the last summon and you are not happy with what you got, you can always click view, and you'll be able to go back to the one you favorited and be able to actually confirm that one. So make sure you guys favorite the ones that you actually roll that are very good, and keep it as your best option in case you get something better you want to keep rolling. And if you don't get anything better, you can always go back and click that view button and pick it. But yeah, you're going to want to aim for Orzlaha, and like I said, Malabi as a second option. They are by far the best 2 options. A close third would be like Wraith or something like that, but she is more of a PvP unit in my opinion. Now, since you are guaranteed a 3-star unit on every single summon, as you see here, it is very easy to get the ones that you want. So Orzlaha and Malabi are going to be very easy to actually get if you guys just summon enough. On the very slim chance that you actually do not get one of those 2 units, then I would definitely recommend re-rolling your account, but it is a very low chance that you don't get them, to be honest. Now, yeah, we have Gafs here. Gafs is a pretty decent unit as well, but you are looking for the best of the best in your re-roll. So you want to just keep resummoning, and since Gafs is the second best option, or not the second best option, but way better than Curse Bay, I'm going to actually favorite this and then keep going. Just make sure you guys favorite, you guys don't click confirm, just close out of it so you don't actually end up using or taking that pull until you get the options that you want. Now, like I said, if you can also get good 1-star base units, you know, they're very good. And here we have Guts here, that 2-star unit that I mentioned. He's a very decent damage dealer that you can run with your main unit that you pull. And if you can also get you know, that healer unit that I was talking about, Mudo, then it is a very good bonus as well. But primarily, as long as you get, you know, Orzlaha or Malabi, you should be good to go. You can also get SSR pre-cores here, so you want to make sure that you are very you know, you're looking at what you're summoning, right? So best option would be, you know, one of those 2 units that I mentioned and an SSR pre-core, but that's just getting really picky at that point. You know, you can just settle for whatever 3-star that you get between Malabi and Orzlaha. Now, if you guys like a unit's design, you can always go with what you want. It's really up to you, but for me personally, I'm going for the best. And here we have Malabi, so I'm going to favorite this ASAP. She's going to be pretty much what I pick up if I don't end up getting Orzlaha, right? And also, you know, you're going to see that we also did pick up Mudo here, the 1-star unit. So we did get the best healer in the game already. But like I said, you definitely want to just keep pulling for Orzlaha and Malabi. I'll definitely take Malabi over, or not Malabi over Orzlaha, but Orzlaha over Malabi. So I'm going to favorite this, keep going until I get Orzlaha, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you actually reroll in this game. It's very simple. You just beat 0-3 and just keep going. just, keep following this guide. I'm not going to roll through everything because it'll take a while, but when you do decide to actually choose something, what you can actually do is just confirm it here, and it'll give you that confirmation if you want that one, or if you want to take the one you favorited, just click view and then click confirm down here. Now this is it. This is my guest account that I just made for this video's purpose, so I'm going to be just accepting this, and you're going to see that once you get those units, they will be in your hero list forever. And it's really easy to pick up heroes in this game, so you don't have to worry about the perfect reroll. Just aim for one of the 3-star heroes that I mentioned, or Zaha or Malavi, and if you get very lucky, you can also get Mudo, a 1-star unit, or even Guts with them, and it'll pretty much perfect your team, because the team that you're going to be running here is, I'll just basically show you, is going to be basically that unit that you pull. You're going to be running Sei as well, and you're also going to be running Mudo if you pull her. If not, you can use the healer that you actually get for free at the start of the game, and then also Guts or whatever damage dealer that you have. So for me, it's gonna be Mudo and Sei at the front, then we have Malavi in the back, and then whatever damage dealer that I want also alongside her, preferably another 3-star unit if you can get lucky with your summons, or whatever damage dealer you have until you can replace them. So that's pretty much it for this reroll guide for Eroica, guys. Hope you guys found this video helpful, and as always, make sure you guys leave a like and comment down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.